guys, how you doing? This is Manga, etc. I'm here today to bring you the review for Bubuki Buranki episode number 14. So it's after watching this episode that I'm starting to get convinced that the true villain of this series is this Monsieur guy. Yeah, the Mr. Guy or whatever his name is. I'm pretty sure he's the villain because within this episode we see that he's doing some manipulation. He's been manipulating Team Russia. The way he's been doing that is because because remember how the limbs of Team Russia, they was like, nah, I'm not working with you no more, working the heart no more. So therefore, the leader of the heart wasn't able to form his Baranki. So after the events of season one, they were taken and they were brainwashed. So now they obey, and now, and within essence, the heart of Team Russia can operate the Buranki by himself. So that's how Monsieur Guy is manipulating Team Russia, and we find out that he's manipulating. Oh, what's her name? Zuma's sister as well. So it takes me quite a bit while to remember names. Zuma's sister as well. We find out that apparently she thinks that the dad is a-okay. The dad apparently went back to Treasure Island and brought their mum some medicine so she can get better, but we don't see the dad within season one when they're on Treasure Island, and Azuma's telling his sister to listen. So I think there's more to that story. Well, yeah, there's definitely more to that story. So that didn't happen to the dad. There's something else happened to the dad. I'm assuming he's dead. Now, from this point on, I'm assuming he's dead. But yeah, Azuma's got something to tell her regarding that situation. So yeah, it must be that. If he was alive, then I don't think there'd be such a big thing there. But yeah, we see that. That's how they're being manipulated. So that's why I'm starting to think that this Monsieur guy is the main culprit. But within the first half of the episode, we see a fight between Team Russia and Azuma's sister's temporary team. They were too strong for them, so they have to retreat. But during this time, we also see Team Russia, I should say the heart of Team Russia, take out two Headless Baranki fairly easily. At the end of the first half of the episode, Azuma is now back. Second half of the episode, it's Azuma and his sister having their little conversation, argument. Sort of, it wasn't a really heated argument, but it was like, it was there. You could see the difference between them two. As they're reacting about the episode, you can see that Azuma's sister doesn't like Azuma. We saw that in the previous episode, and it's just continuing into this episode as well. As the episode goes on, we then have Obu, Azuma's team, take on Team Russia, and they were, I won't say easily, like it wasn't just a walk through the park, but they easily beat Team Russia, and Buranki was defeated. So after that, they're all chilling, well, sort of like, the aftermath of a fight. They're all there and the high fives and all that, and then Zuma's sister comes in and she's like, yo, give me Obi. Give me the heart of Obi. And Azuma's like, no, I can't do that. He's staying with me. And she's like, fine, alright, cool. We're fighting for him. So it's Azuma's sister's temporary team versus Azuma's team. Oh, Azuma's not losing. Azuma is not losing, but just judging by the poster for season 2, and we see Azuma and the sister both sharing the heart, I think there's going to be a plus what Azuma's mom said in the very first episode, when you two hold hands, something happens then, like great powers or something. I can't remember exactly word for word, but something happens when the two join hands. So I reckon they'll eventually both be able to use the heart, even not at the same time. So one last thing I want to mention about the series and where it's going is that there's a comet in the sky. Azuma's sister could see this comet from Treasure Island. It is now visible now that Treasure Island's at the bottom of the sea, and we find out that this Monsieur guy is going after it. So I don't know what's going to happen, but the comet is obviously involved. The easiest thing to think is that he wants to make sure the comet comes down, destroy the Earth, and restart it again. But why would he want to do that? I'm gonna give this episode a 3-star rating and call it a review. Like always, guys, I'm asking for your thoughts and opinions. If you haven't already, please subscribe to my YouTube channel. But most importantly, take care. Have a nice day.